Hi everybody, it's the evil king of anime versus. And I am here to bring you another episode review of So I Can't Play H. The Japanese title is so fucking long that I pretty sure I will not be able to say it. Okay. Now, as we know from the episode 1 that I said, now this heroine, her name is Lisara. She's kind of a bitch. was kind of a bitch in episode 1. But this episode was actually different. It was actually, she was more, I don't want to say gentler, but she was more kinder in this episode. As you could see this from this picture, we're going to be introduced to like two more people. One person that we're introduced in this episode is actually pretty surprising. And basically, she explains to him he's gonna die in 3 months. Like, go fuck yourself. But actually, she tells him basically that if she finds the special specimen that she's looking for, that person might be able to prevent his death 3 months from now. And if you haven't figured out about this show already, the main character's name is Ryosuke, and basically Ryosuke is giving Lisara his horniness. Energy. That's the whole point. He's giving his libido energy to Lisara in order for her to fight. And basically, she tidies everything up, she fixes his house, and he's like so excited. He's like, "Oh, my horniness is saving my house." And at first I'm like, come on. Really? Come on, man. Come on. But anyway, pretty much that's what she does. She fixes his house, and then she goes to bed, and he goes to bed, and then he wakes up and he realizes he doesn't have wood. Which was kind of weird. I was just laughing about that. But he doesn't have, an erection, and so he goes to her, and she tells her, "Oh, I took some of your energy." And basically the story is that when she takes his energy, he won't have for 2 to 3 days. Can you imagine that? Oh my god. So that's why the whole thing is called So I Can't Play H. H is meaning hentai and that other stuff. So, moving right along, she explains it to him, and that she's going to go to his school. Now, what ends on happening is she's trying to search for this specimen. Now, she bumps into Mina, who is, Ryosuke's childhood friend. And they get introduced and so forth, and she announces to him that, she has a lot of energy. She's got like over 1 million, supposedly. But moving right along, they go to school, and she's getting introduced to all the people at school, so on and so forth. And one of the people at school, and she decides to accept him as a partner, and that's all it is. It's a partnership, and that's it. No, hanky-panky, if you know what I mean. But she gets introduced to all his classmates, and one of the classmates she gets introduced to is Tumano, which is this guy who is kind of an asshole, kind of a jackass, the way he treats women. And out of the blue, Lisara just slaps the fuck out of him, and it's not even a question. As you can tell by this picture you're seeing as I'm recording, the girl on the left, she's got a big fight going on in this episode with Lisara. But anyway, I'll get into that. What ends on happening is, she slaps him, he leaves, and says, "I'm going to tell my daddy on you." So what ends on happening then is she leaves the classroom, and decides to go and check out a few things. And she didn't realize that Mina, she saw her disappear, so she's onto them, supposedly. then we're going through this whole big thing of Ryosuke finding somebody who has special talents so that she can get the specimen. And because this whole thing is about her getting a specimen for her clan. See, that's the whole gist of it. And what ended up happening was she couldn't find anything, and then the person you see on the left of this clip, that is Lisara'S supposed sister, Kiruru, Kiru, 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 whatever. But anyway, she's a Shinigami just like Lisara, so that's the story. Now, she's, having her time with her sister and everything else, and she says, oh, I know who the special specimen is. And she tells her it's Tamano. Of course, she's not happy about it. So her and Ryosuke then leave while this creature comes and attacks them. Little do we know, Ryuru, I'm going to fuck up these names, get with it, is not what she seems. She's evil. She seems to be evil. And basically, they confront Tamano, and we see a scene with Ryu. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this name. With Tamano, and she puts something on his hand, and what it was a spell, and she ends up, after enough bickering back and forth, Lisara finally gives the courage to shake his hand, and when that's happening is she gets trapped. But because Ryosuke's there, she gives her his energy, and she breaks out of it. And then we got a whole big thing with a fight between Lisara and her sister. Now, the whole thing about it is that the fight, well, it goes like back and forth because she runs out of energy to an extent, and then he has to save her because she ran out of energy because she overpowered her somehow. And what he does is he grabs both of their boobs. This is going to be a very itchy show, so get used to it. Grabs both of their boobs and gives her energy, and she's able to overpower her sister, Lisara. Now, that didn't finish her off, obviously. She just ran away. It wasn't a matter of, what have you. So, and that was the end of that. Now, also, what was the reason why she betrayed her sister was because Ryuru was trying to prevent Lisara from, trying to think. She was trying to prevent Lisara from resurrecting the Restall clan, which is the clan that she's from in the world she comes from. And that was the whole bit on that. Now, when they get back to the house, Lisara and Ryosuke notice that there's a light on in the house, and they quietly open the door, and it's Mina. She knows that Lisara, there's more to Lisara than she meets the eye, because she saw her disappear and go on the roof. So she confronts her about it, so on and so forth, and she knows something's up because of the silverware, and she's explaining everything, and then she understands the whole situation with her being Shinigami and everything. Now, what happens after that is, she explains to her, oh, it's nothing but, he's nothing but my partner. It's like one of those kinds of shows where, he's my partner, we don't have a relationship, but later on there's going to be a relationship. Come on, man. And then there's a bickering in the end, and that's how the episode ends. Episode 2 was a little bit better. I'm going to say it's a little bit more better now that we know the full extent of the situation. Basically, Ryosuke is going to be killed in 3 months, and if he can help her find this specimen, this specimen could probably help save his life before he dies. He won't have to die. And the whole bit just is he's giving her his libido. So, yeah. And that's pretty much what's going on here. I'm going to give this still 3.5. But like I said, this is going to be very ichy, a very ichy show. A lot of boobs grabbing, a lot of perverted things happening. So get used to it, people. Uh, and that's all I got for you for today. For tonight, I should say. 3.5 out of 5 was a good episode. I kind of have a better understanding now of this character, Lisara. She's kind of Tsunade, but she's open to caring for Ryosuke. So it's not like, oh, totally Tsunade and she's just a heartless bitch. No, no. She's eventually, it's gonna be like one of those kind of shows where she reminds me a little bit of, like, Louise, maybe, kind of personality, or even Shauna from Shakugan no Shana. So, and she's got red hair, so you can guess why this is going the way it's going. So, in conclusion, this was a good episode. I like what I saw. We will see what we get from here on out. I mean, it looks good to me. So, yeah. I think you're going to get, and as you saw in the beginning of the clip, of the first clip in this video, you're going to get an introduction to another girl who's very bigger, I should say. And, to some extent, she's going to fight in the next episode against Lisara. So that should be looked forward to. That's all I got for you guys for today. Yeah, that's it for the reviews. This has been Evil King of Anime Versus. And this has been another episode review of So I Can't Play H, episode 2. And I'm calling this one, like I said, Lisara'S Evil Sister. Next week is, like I said, this other girl is going to make an appearance, and she's going to be an idol, I believe? Yeah. So, we'll see where the show goes. It looks very ichy, and the last ichy show I reviewed was High School DxD, so, yeah. It's been Bonkai, Evil King of Anime Versus. I will see you guys later.